Why should I make a copy of a data frame in pandas? When selecting a sub-data frame from a parent data frame, I notice that some programmers make a copy of the data frame using the .copy method. For example, instead of just. Why are they making a copy of the data frame? What will happen if I don't make a copy?
This expands on Paul's answer. In pandas, indexing a data frame returns a reference to the initial data frame. Thus, changing the subset will change the initial data frame. Thus, you'd want to use the copy if you want to make sure the initial data frame shouldn't change. Consider the following code. You'll get In contrast, the following leaves df unchanged. This answer has been deprecated in newer versions of pandas. See docs.
Because if you don't make a copy, then the indices can still be manipulated elsewhere even if you assign the data frame to a different name. For example, func1 can modify df by modifying df2, so to avoid that,
it's necessary to mention that returning copy or view depends on kind of indexing. The pandas documentation says, returning a view versus a copy. The rules about when a view on the data is returned are entirely dependent on NumPy. Whenever an array of labels or a Boolean vector are involved in the indexing operation, the result will be a copy. With single label, scalar indexing and slicing, for example df9 3-6, or df9, a view will be returned.
The primary purpose is to avoid chained indexing and eliminate the setting with copy warning. Here chained indexing is something like dfca0 equals 111. The document said chained indexing should be avoided in returning a view versus a copy. Here is a slightly modified example from that document. Here the column is a view and not a copy from the original data frame, so modifying a column will cause the original DFC be modified too. Next, if we index the row first, this time 0_row is a copy, so the original DFC is not modified. From these two examples above, we see it's ambiguous whether or not you want to change the original data frame. This is especially dangerous if you write something like the following. This time it didn't work at all. Here we wanted to change DFC, but we actually modified an intermediate value dfc.lock0, that is a copy and is discarded immediately. It's very hard to predict whether the intermediate value like dfc.lock0, or dfca, is a view or a copy, so it's not guaranteed whether or not original data frame will be updated. That's why chained indexing should be avoided, and pandas generates the setting with copy warning for this kind of chained indexing update. Now is the use of .copy. To eliminate the warning, make a copy to express your intention explicitly. Since you are modifying a copy, you know the original DFC will never change and you are not expecting it to change. Your expectation matches the behavior, then the setting with copy warning disappears. Note, if you do want to modify the original data frame, the document suggests you use lock.
If you want the same bli asitron CD subscribe.